Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot for the moon in Sagittarius. This is March 29th. It's in the afternoon, like 2:50, 3 o'clock in the afternoon through the 31st. So just ahead of the third quarter moon square and Mercury retrograde. But let's focus on this moon in Sag for a sec, because this moon in Sag is going to be active. Not unlike the Scorpio moon, this one's going to be active as it will make squares with all of the Pisces placements. So Mars, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune. And then it will make trines with the Aries placements, which would be the North Node, Chiron, and Mercury. So Sagittarius and Pisces are mutable, meaning change. Sag is mutable fire, Pisces is mutable water. So change, right? And so squares between these can cause tension between water and fire. And then trines are harmonious, right? And Sag is mutable fire, Aries is cardinal fire, and this is a trine. So it's kind of like what changes do you need to make to initiate things? Kind of energy. So I feel like this is like what part of your story are you done living? What version are you done living? How long are you gonna stay small and allow your, we'll say, childhood wounds, maybe even your past life wounds, to keep you small? I really want you to think about that, because the glyph for Sagittarius is an upwards facing arrow. The glyph or image of Sagittarius is an upwards facing arrow, as in an arrow launched from a bow, launched upward. So it's broadening your horizons. It's soaring. It's, letting your wings, allowing you to fly, right? And I feel like with all of the placements that we have in Pisces, combined with the placements that we have in Aries, that we're leaning into an Aries solar eclipse, which is a new moon, it's kind of like this contemplative moment to, I don't think it's a time to make decisions or like settle on decisions. I don't think that's it, but I do think it's a moment where you can start making the shifts in your mind and in your subconscious, whether you do this with visualizations for manifestation, or you do this with meditations or speaking, or some sort of expression. I feel like this is a moment where you get to have these inner dialogues with yourself, however you choose to do it, and say, I'm done. I'm done blaming my parents. I'm done blaming my siblings. I'm done blaming the system. I'm done blaming blah, blah, blah. Fill in the freaking blank with whatever, whatever suits you. And I'm ready to try on a whole new version of me. Now, we've got some time to work with this kind of energy, okay? Because not only do we have the eclipse, we have got Mercury retrograde, we've got the Saturn Mars conjunction, and we've got the Jupiter Uranus conjunction. But here's what I'm saying, and I've been saying it since like Sagittarius season last year, is setting the stage, preparing yourself, preparing your mind, preparing your subconscious in the best way that you can. You cannot heal previous generations directly. You can heal yourself, which will in turn heal previous generations, right? You cannot heal people around you. You can't bring them up to where you are. I have said this so many times that the closest people around me don't really understand me, don't really care about what I'm doing. None of that. They don't. They think I'm pretty crazy, actually. And that's okay. That is okay. That is where they are. And I have to meet them where they are without losing a part of me, which kind of means limited contact. And when I do, I kind of have to just be careful what I say. But I feel like with this moon and Sag, yes, it's a waning moon, it's a darkening, getting to that darkening phase. And Mercury's about to go retrograde, but it's still an opportunity to really dive into your subconscious, yourself, your inner being, and start making some observations, some choices. Tune into your higher self. And if you don't know how to do that or don't know who your higher self is, that's okay. You can like lay down and close your eyes and do some deep breathing and say, who are you, higher self? Who are you? How do I get to be where you are? You get to do these things. I mean, they're fear mongering the hell out of this eclipse. And of course, recent events are not soothing that situation whatsoever. But I really invite you to think back of the most recent Admiral Sarah Chronicles, where I talked about the episode Nemesis from Star Trek Voyager, and really feel into, and if not, go even watch that episode if you have the ability to, and really feel into the potential. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I feel like, sorry. I really feel into like what has programming and conditioning done to you, that you now feel like that's where you're stuck. And where you're willing to be like, okay, that's how I was raised. That's the thing. Okay, I get it. And I'm really ready to live a different life. I'm really ready to rewrite my own story. And I'm willing to take the risks. I'm willing to take the long shots. I'm willing to make the phone calls. I'm willing to ask the questions. I'm willing to take the time, write the book, do the research, whatever action it is to shift into a new perspective. I'm telling you, when I say that we have an opportunity to be in a whole different arena, universe, galaxy by the end of April, I'm not joking. And even into mid-May, there's like this huge opportunity to really soar yourself forward. And as I have always said, I am not the astrologer who will tell you that you're fucked or screwed if you do not do this or don't use this energy. I will, however, say this is a primed up golden, diamond, pearl, all of the rare stone opportunities, energy to utilize to let go of what's not serving you, even the people, the ideals, the whatever, the programming, the conditioning, all of the things, letting that all go. And being like, if I want to buy all the loose leaf tea, if I want to buy all the tarot cards, if I want to buy all the pieces of technology, if I want to buy all of the DVDs, it's cool. It's my money. I don't have to answer to anybody. And if I want to have an apartment that only has a desk, a bed, an old card table, but yet my kitchen's fully loaded, because that's how I choose to live. And it's easier to vacuum. Because I'd rather be able to functionally clean than have a bunch of shit, have a bunch of furniture, have a bunch of extra knick-knacky crap, whatever. I would like to have things on my wall, but I digress. My point is that if that's how you choose to live, somebody's gonna talk about you regardless. I guarantee you, my brothers have been to my apartment. I guarantee you they talking some shit about me. That's okay. That's their problem. To be completely honest with you, I'd actually probably have more stuff, and I did, say that they could take me shopping. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have an opportunity. I also trust that no matter what action anybody around me takes or doesn't take, that when it's time for me to have artwork on my walls, I'll have the right artwork. I guarantee you, because it's always happened that way for me. The minute that that I go looking for artwork or whatever, I find it like almost immediately. Because I usually have an idea in my head, even if I'm not like consciously aware that I have an idea in my head. I usually have an idea in my head. And it always amazes my mom when I go shopping and I'm like, that's the thing. That's what I want. That's it right there. She's like, don't you want to look at other things? I'm like, nope. So lean into trusting yourself, lean into trusting your judgment, trusting your wisdom, trusting your gifts, trusting the process, and really allow this energy to support you in moving forward. I realize this is a really tough time for a lot of people. I really get it. It's not easy for me either. I promise. It doesn't translate in a YouTube video, and I don't need to talk about it. My point is that I'm going through my own level of shit. So, we got the Queen of Latinum in reverse. Knowing what you value the most. What do you value the most? Do you value someone else's opinion, what someone else buys, how someone else spends their money? Or do you value how you spend your money and the items that you have in your home and your values and your people and how people treat you and things like that? I feel like that's what that Queen of Latinum, Queen of Pentacles in traditional tarot in reverse. I feel like this is all about like valuing yourself and honoring the things that you value the most, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you value rock solid relationships that respect you, that honor you. And the rest of them, keep them at a safe distance if you have to. Like, I get that sometimes we can't release all the relationships, but you can keep them at a safe, comfortable distance. And you can meet them on their level when you're talking to them and not disclose all of the everything. Just answer their questions and leave it at that. You don't have to volunteer information. All right. It's also a good time to really practice using your gifts and feeling into what you feel like, is happening energetically with the world. I know a lot of you who I've talked to recently have been feeling that. So because I didn't sneeze, now my nose is going to try and run while I'm finishing a video. All right, we got the skunk and the magnolia. And this is protection, right? A skunk lets off its nasty smell to protect itself. I don't know what the magnolia does to protect itself. Anybody know? Leave me a comment. Let me know what magnolia does to protect itself. But the skunk lets off its fragrance to protect itself from harm, from predators, right? And so it's kind of like, you've got to set boundaries. This is a lot of Pisces. Pisces energy is not good at boundaries. And we've got all the Mars, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune all hanging out in Pisces, at least for a couple more days yet. And so it's all about like setting boundaries, setting up your protective armor, protecting yourself from all of the crazy fear mongering, the crazy talk around this eclipse. Okay. Is shit gonna pop off in this world in the month of April? Yes. Yes, there is zero way around it. Shit is gonna pop off in the month of April in the world around us. And protect yourself from it. Turn it off. Turn the news off, turn the everything off, and tune in to yourself. Okay? The more I feel into not only the month of April, but beyond, particularly the next 4 years. Yes, 4 years. Actually 5, because we're in 2024, and probably until about 2029 or 2030 is going to be a rough ride. So you really got to have your boundaries, your armor, your energy, your ways of being intact and supported. And I do highly recommend that if you are moving through some emotional stuff right now, please reach out to a support person, whether that is a counselor, a therapist, a coach, an astrologer whom you trust to support you. Please do so. Okay? We are headed into some crazy times for the entire species of humanity. And I giggle while I say that because it sounds so big and vast, but it's not funny. So, and I got my own fears around it. So there, I'm here. I'm human too, and I'm moving through my own level of this stuff. My own stuff, my own fears, my own insecurities. I have a Scorpio moon. All about insecurities with a Scorpio moon, but I also have to lean into my faith and my faith that God has me, that the universe has me, that I'm here for this, that I'm here for a reason, that I have a platform, that I use my platform to share my voice, that's allowing people to reach out to me and ask me for support. And that's what keeps me wanting to uphold, like I gotta feel the low vibration stuff, right? We all have to move through it. But what keeps me wanting to clear my own energy, to have my own boundaries, to have my own armor, is knowing that I'm supporting other people through this. And believe me, it's an honor. It really, truly is an honor to be where I'm at with my work right now. Oil of support, we have vetiver, and vetiver is, oh wow, holy crap, comforts, comforts, fears, and restores spirits. Yeah. I want to say, don't fall into like comfort foods, comfort habits, those sorts of things. Find things that make you feel comfortable, that also maintain and or increase your frequency. So don't fall into like gorging on sugar, gorging on booze, gorging on whatever other substances you gorge on. Okay. All right. What I feel like is like indulging in good things, indulging in your values. What do you value? If you could take yourself out on a date, or if a dude or a woman, okay, but I'm going to talk about dudes because I'm a girl and I like dudes. If a dude was going to take you on a date, what would your date be like? And then go take yourself on a date. Do you realize this is why I do picnic dates pretty frequently for myself? Because picnics are my favorite date. It's what I love. I love to be outside. And so I do picnic dates. I did one recently actually in my apartment because it was too cold to go outside, and I had promised myself I was going to do a me date. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, do things that make you comfortable, that also up level your vibration, that up level your frequency. So instead of like gorging on Ben and Jerry's, which nothing wrong with Ben and Jerry's, look, girl, it's my favorite. Okay, Ben and Jerry's is the bomb. But what I'm saying is, instead of doing the Ben and Jerry's, or even worse, like go buy like the cheap quart of ice cream and gorge out on that. No, at least go get the Ben and Jerry's that's more, better quality and has bigger peanut butter cups in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to do the comfort thing, do it with high vibration, do it with high frequency so that you continue to increase your vibration. If you're going to invest in new technology, get the new thing. Don't get like a refurb or something. I get finances are a thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about get what you love, what's going to turn you on. There we go. How about that? Okay, that's what I got for this moon and Sag. I've recorded this twice now because I keep rambling about it, but I also really strongly feel like this energy is intense as hell. I'm not oblivious to it. I know we're all moving through our own level of it. We're all kind of at something's got to give. And guess what? That's what humanity has to realize is that yes, something's got to give. Humanity has got to give, right? We've got to step up. It's the way out. I've said it in my last video. The way out of this is letting go of your victimhood and stepping into your personal power. And so this may have been long-winded. I'm going to let it be long-winded because I don't want to re-record it again. Then it'll just sound stupider and stupider the more I try and record it. So hope you got something from this. Hopefully something resonated. I will be back, I'm going to be working on the Aries new moon stuff. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I'll be working on the new moon stuff hopefully tomorrow. I really want to get that up as soon as possible because I also have other things coming up around this eclipse. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. Of course, the Admiral Sarah Chronicles, I think by the time this airs, I will also be airing the Zodiac tea tasting, Aries part 2. And so be looking for that. If you want to get those ahead of time, you can go follow my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's where I'm putting those. And then I'm putting them here later because I don't really want to bombard my YouTube with like 3 videos in a day. So anywho, hopefully all of this resonates. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to my channel. Again, it is really, truly an honor to have you come to me for support through all of this. And I just am really thankful that I get to do this work, that I get to be a part of your world, whether I know it or not, that I am a part of your world. I appreciate you. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time.